If you're ready, come on the journey with me. It's beautiful out here in the country. Now, have you ever wondered whether suffering is merely an illusion? A veil that prevents us from seeing our true nature? It's a thought that has crossed my mind, and I know it's a thought that has crossed many people's mind throughout history. Material possession does not really lead you to happiness. It can lead you to comfort, but definitely not happiness. Because I think happiness is found in the small things in life. Happiness is found in family. Happiness is found in laughter. Happiness is found in nature. So having possession of something or to possess something does not necessarily translate to happiness. Yes, you could say it does, but it can be momentarily. I'll give you an example. You are craving for a Mercedes-Benz, and the minute you buy the Mercedes-Benz and you drive it for a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, the same interest that made you happy when you first bought the car would vanish, and you'll be craving for better things. So the craving for possession, in my view, is one that is never ending. It's like the Maslow hierarchy of needs. You get to a point where you have literally everything in terms of material, and what next? You aspire for something else, and you aspire for something else. In other words, material possession and the interest of gaining more of the same or even better leads people into a state of mental poverty. I remember a time when I was going through immense suffering. It felt like there was no escape from the pain. But as I began to question the nature of suffering, I realized that there might be something deeper at play. To understand the illusion of suffering, we must first examine the illusion of time. Time has a way of distorting our perception, making suffering feel internal. But what if time is merely a construct, a tool that allows us to navigate this reality? I feel fully present when I am in nature. I feel fully present when I am just walking around where I can listen to birds. I can listen to, just the wind rustling over the leaves. When I was younger, I did not know how to deal with grief. My brother had passed, and we were stuck. And as a young boy, I really did not understand what was going on. Thought life was forever present. I found myself walking in the bush. And as I was walking in the bush, I can't say if it was spiritual or not, but I felt as if the spirit of my departed brother was speaking with me, making me stronger and making me realize that life has to go on, life has to move on. This is why I feel so strongly attached to nature, and it is my therapy. God, the universe, Allah, Musikavanu, these are just some of the names that are attached to a force that is beyond ourselves. I do not believe that either one is divorced from the other. As such, I think that if we talk about God, if we talk about the Creator, if we talk about the universe, you have to talk about it in unison. It's just like you and me. We're actually one. We're just separated because you feel you live your life in your own body. I live my life in my own body. But the entities that has made us be in this present moment is that force that has brought life as we know it. It is that force that makes us fully present. It is that force that makes us who we are. And it is that force that a lot of people would then call in different names: Allah, God, Sikabanu, the universe, and so on. And so to say that, to use them interchangeably, I would say no, because they are one. It's just separation of words, separation of existence. I've had a chance to travel to different countries, and I've learned to appreciate that people have their own way of accessing God, and that must be respected. As we peer into the depths of existence, we discover the interconnectedness of everything: God, nature, humanity, the universe. They are not separate entities, but integral part of a vast oneness. Suffering is a concept of the mind. The difference between a flower and the weed is your judgment. And so I feel like anything negative that happens in your life, it's up to you to think of it in a way that is constructive. It can be loss, it could be grief, it could be happiness, it could be anything really. I feel that for us to be able to distinguish what suffering is, the understanding of that nature is just to simply say that we are what we are because of the different situations that we find ourselves in, which is either good or bad, white or black, tall or short. So I think suffering is all about being absence of pleasure.